Recently in Colorado, there was a case surrounding one Lori Stoghill and her two unborn twins. Now, Lori was 28 weeks pregnant, and she went into a hospital called the St. Thomas More Hospital in Canyon City, Colorado, where she was extremely sick and she entered cardiac arrest when she went into the lobby. Now, when she passed away, her husband wanted to get a C-section so her two unborn twins might have a chance of surviving, and the hospital refused to do so. So now her husband, Jeremy Stoghill, is suing the hospital for medical malpractice for failing to save the two twins. Now, why has this been such a big deal, and why has this made headlines now? Well, because the defense lawyers fighting on behalf of St. Thomas More Hospital recently made this defense that, citing Colorado law, fetuses were not technically considered people, so they could therefore not be sued for a medical malpractice like this. First off, the lawyers do have a point, that technically under Colorado law and under many states, that fetuses are not considered persons, so therefore they cannot be subjected to the same rights and the same treatment as people would. So if the babies had been born, maybe this would have been a different story. Legally, I'd have to agree, but from an empathetic point of view, it's just not quite the same to dismiss two twin boys, two unborn twins, as just simply being not human and therefore technically not subjected under the same treatment as other human beings. And I, along with many others, have pointed out while that the defense technically is correct, it is astonishingly hypocritical for a Catholic institution to be utilizing this as a part of their case. For almost essentially the dawn of time, Catholics, especially the higher-ups like the Vatican, have been preaching about how abortion is wrong and evil and that all life is sacred under the eyes of God, yada yada yada. And yet, when it comes to saving the lives of two twin boys, their doctrine seems to evaporate into thin air. You know how people sometimes say that there are no atheists in foxholes? Well, I'm going to make a similar declaration here by saying there's no such thing as an honest fundamentalist Christian when their asses are backed up against a wall. Because when it comes down to it, when push comes to shove, and when shit hits the fan, all their dogma, all their doctrine, all their preaching and apologetics, all of what they're so proud of doesn't mean shit if it doesn't protect them, if it doesn't protect their money, and if it doesn't protect their reputation. I sincerely hope that the Catholic Church will get its act together and apologize for all the shit it's caused for the last several decades. And this is going to be one of many things that people will remember, that the Catholic Church itself has never really taken responsibility for. And I really hope that they will apologize for a lot of these things. But you know what? From what I've seen, I'm not holding my breath. May the truth always be heard.